I've been in the house plenty of times at 7 a.m. and it was active with footsteps, knocks on the door. Been around noon, same thing. You hear footsteps throughout the mansion. Nighttime is no different. It's just as active during the daytime some days as it is at night. There's been different experiences. The first time my oldest was here was 4 years old, and the bathroom on the third floor, he saw dirty, nasty water in there and a woman who he said she was not alive.
Have you ever been physically affected by the activity here at Selma Mansion?
The DGC Paranormal Investigation team arrives at Selma Mansion and quickly begins setting up their gear. Catherine and her husband Carl begin by setting up security cameras throughout the mansion, focusing on areas with a long history of reported paranormal activity. At first glance, everything appears quiet, still, normal. But this location has never stayed that way for long. The camera is recording the third-floor bedroom while Catherine and her team are still setting up equipment downstairs. Watch what happens next, as the closet door attempts to open on its own by pushing forward slightly. This event is then followed by a disembodied whistle, which can be heard on the camera audio. Just 20 minutes later, the same room begins to darken as the sun sets outside the mansion. At the control center, Catherine's team is fully focused, preparing to begin the investigation. That's when Carl notices something unusual on the monitors. Without warning, the camera suddenly shifts. There is no one in this room that could have caused the camera to move. It almost feels as if something in this room didn't want to be seen. The investigation begins with Catherine pouring a shot of bourbon for General Porter as an offering before stopping by the General's study. The team splits up to cover different areas of the house where known paranormal activity has been documented. Catherine and Lauren start off by investigating the servant's stairwell, hoping to capture EVPs on a recording device. Reed and Carl take a REM pod to the basement to communicate with the spirit that is reportedly captured by the stairs and safe. Cicely and Mark move upstairs to the third-floor bedroom, which is reportedly haunted by the spirit of a child. Cicely sets up a REM pod in the corner of the room, hoping to communicate with the spirit that moved the camera during the team's initial setup before the investigation. As she begins to ask questions to whatever spirits might be listening in the room, she is suddenly touched by something unseen.
Oh, fuck. Something just touched me.
Really?
Yeah, like on my back.
You can tell by the tone of her voice, the experience left her uneasy and disoriented. It's slightly after 10 p.m. Reed, Carl, and Mark are on the second floor and have decided to use one of the EMF detectors to solicit responses from a series of direct questions.
Yeah, it's really loud.
Is there anyone in this room with us that would like to communicate?
After several unanswered questions, Reed decides to try something different.
I'm going to knock on this door. If you could knock on another door in the other room, someone close by, or even this door.
Around 30 seconds later, a still camera on the third floor, monitoring the bathroom, suddenly captures an incredible piece of evidence. A knock, responding to Reed's request, on what sounds like a wooden door, cabinet, or perhaps the wood paneling in the third-floor bathroom. This evidence indicates that the spirits that haunt Selma are likely intelligent and not residual. Across the hall in the third-floor bedroom, just moments before the knock was captured, the still camera records yet another piece of compelling paranormal evidence. The door, which pushed forward earlier, has now swung fully open. Carl was able to witness the capture from the control center and alert the team. Given the high amount of activity captured in this room, Catherine decides that the investigation should regroup and the team should conduct a spirit box session using the SB7 device to try and make contact. The team spends the next several minutes conducting a spirit box session, getting a mix of responses.
The spirit section. How you doing? Good, how are you? Is there anybody here with us? Yeah. So would you like to play with me?
No? No.
Because I'm ready to play. Have a little cat toy here?
I want it. Do yourself. Yeah. I want it.
As Reed continues the spirit box session in the third-floor bedroom, he and the entire investigation team are unaware of what is lurking nearby. Watch closely as a dark shadow emerges from the closet and ascends up the wall above Reed. It does not linger long and quickly retreats back into the closet. Whatever this is, it is unknown why it decided to manifest behind him, approach him, then pull away. It is as if this dark entity decided not to reveal itself further and chose to keep itself part of the mystery at Selma Mansion.
Any specific locations within the mansion where you felt is the most active or haunted?
Third floor, the third floor bathroom, the nursery, the kids' room on the third floor, and then the basement.